In this video, I want to give those of you that have the financial ability to buy in the area of 300,000 US in Armenia, Colombia, some insight into what's available. I have found four on the Finca Rays website. I didn't go into an exhaustive search. I probably looked at maybe the first 50, and in this category there's about 400 listed. My name is William Hutchison, along with my wife. I own Armenia Colombia Realty for expats. And as the name suggests, our focus is on expats and our business is real estate sales. We do not take real estate listings, but we will help people coming here, perhaps on a Get to Know Armenia 6-month sojourn. We will help you get set up in a furnished rental at a reasonable price. The four that I've looked at today, I want to make some general comments on, because everything that's posted here is not necessarily accurate, and without real estate structure in Armenia, any kind of a formal system, people measure differently, they post things differently, not to make negative comments about them, but they just don't know that one method is acceptable and another one isn't. It just comes with the territory. I didn't go crazy with the values. There are some here that are $500,000, 600,000 US. You can even go higher in some of the really upscale developments. I tried to keep these around 300 at the most, and I think the four that I have support that. The square footage is not always accurate. I looked at these. I'm going to tell you and report to you what the square footage is shown as, but there's not one of them that I agree with. Based on photos, I haven't seen these properties. But I think in a lot of occasions, the agents measure the outdoor areas that are really livable, and it can be debated whether those areas should be included or not. I do not include them. I measure and I include only the confined areas, the areas where you can close everything off to the outside. I don't include terraces, patios. Some here, they look so large that they probably include the decking around the pool. And I don't say that facetiously. They just don't look the same size as are reported. The other thing, administration varies. In a lot of these places, the condo corporation will look after the front. But if you have private gardens, you're on your own for those. Most people hire a gardener. They also hire pool maintenance. There's an administration fee to pay. And in some of the numbers, the taxes have also been annualized. Taxes on these properties is $300, $400, $500 a year. I don't know what your property taxes are, but I was talking to a lady in California a couple of weeks ago, and she told me she had just gotten her tax bill and it was $14,000. That's insanity. Absolutely insanity, because you've got to make 20 or 22 or 23,000 to pay the 14 because the government's already dipped into your pocket for the income tax. I want to mention bathrooms. On many of these listings, you'll see 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 3 and 5. When you see that, the likelihood of every bathroom having or every bedroom having its own private bathroom is very likely. Many of these homes, I think all of these probably have ensuite bathrooms. The showers are tempered glass on these more modern homes. Sometimes they have double sinks, especially in the master bedrooms, the principal bedrooms. I call them his and her sinks. And the fixtures are of a better quality. Many of the bathroom sinks you'll see are top mounted. And speaking of sinks, in many of these homes, the kitchen sink is undermounted. That's a tremendous cleaning feature, because as you wipe the counters down with the old top-mounted sinks, you would get crumbs and everything under the edge of the stainless steel sink, and that doesn't happen if your sink is undermounted. So let's get to the homes. I found 4. I know that my listing or my thumbnail says 6. 2 of those are on my website. And if you compare these to the 2 that I have, both for $1,550, around $325 US. I've used the same 4,600 pesos to the dollar. I think that you'll find that the 2 that I have are very attractive. The measurements are correct, the square footages, and you can really compare the square footages to what it looks like the square footages are in these photos. I don't know that there's 1 or 2 here that don't have pools, and as I mentioned in my last video, that's not a huge issue. If the lot is suitable for a pool, it's 15 or 20,000 American dollars. That assumes that there's a fairly flat space. If it's a kind of a ravine and the one side has to be built up, then obviously you're at 20 and maybe even a little bit more. But it's still, even if putting in a pool, it still makes these homes very, very attractive. While I think of it, I'm going to post the links, and on one of my videos, the links didn't, they were there, but they were cut off, and I don't know if they were cut off by YouTube or something else happened. But if you can't access these, then please let me know, and I'll post the listing numbers on the website that I used. First home, asking $370 US. It's 4 bedroom, 6 bathroom, obviously en suites. The listing says there's 3,200 square feet, and I think it's probably 2,600, 2,700. But again, they might have included the terraces. There's no administration shown. It's probably around $100. I mentioned pool maintenance and gardening. They usually run around $90 a month total. But if you add the administration of 100, which is fairly common, around there, and then 100, say, for pool and garden maintenance, the part of the garden that you have to look after yourself, and you annualize your $600 or $800 a year taxes, you're in for under $300 to carry these homes. Your services, these are the higher price barrios, but they still shouldn't be more than $100. That's $400, and if you eat super well and barbecue, you're another $300. You're $700 all in. $700 in the United States will probably just pay your services for a month, is some of the numbers that I'm seeing. Second one is $296 US. It's a 3 and a 4. That would mean ensuite bathrooms and 1 social bathroom. The social bathroom is usually 2-piece. The one thing you'll notice here is there's very, very few places that have a bathtub. And when there's that type of fixture, it is usually a jacuzzi. I see very, very few with bathtubs. They're showers with tempered glass enclosures, nice enclosures, and that's it. They're basically three-piece. If they have his and her sinks, then I suppose you would call them four-piece. The administration on this one is $100, but there's no pool. So yeah, so you take the $296 and add 20 for the pool, you're at $316. Negotiable, compares favorably to the two that I have. The third one is asking $315. It's 3 and 5. It's 3 bedroom, 5 bathroom. It's 2,700 square feet. It says, I doubt it. There's no administration showing, and there's no landscaping. So you'd have to landscape that. It has a pool. Landscaping here is inexpensive. It's hardly worth considering for $1,500 or that area. You can do a phenomenal job. You'll get mature specimens as well, and they grow like crazy. You're going to start off with maybe 5 feet high, and within a year they're 8 feet, and all kinds of different varieties of trees and shrubs. It's absolutely phenomenal, and they bloom all year. It's really a sight to see. It's really special. The last one is $350 US, 4 bedroom, 6 bathroom, 2,700 square feet. It says again, and admin, you just have to guess. This one, it's showing around 300, but in this case too, they might have the gardener in, they might have the other maintenance in. It just varies, and the only way to really confirm things is to actually see these places and ask the questions. You'll notice on my website, my listings are in both English and Spanish. But the one thing that I do that takes a lot of time, besides doing those feature sheets, is I measure all of the rooms. And my clients, once they view a home, they get that feature sheet to take with them. It's very helpful because sometimes you might be sitting a day or two later along with your wife or along with your husband, and you want to ask them a question about maybe something they saw that you didn't, and maybe they can't answer. But if they can refer to a detailed feature sheet. It helps everyone. That's it for this type of video. I've posted equity videos. You have this much equity, that much equity. We went down to 100. I started the example video at 100, and then we went 100 to 225, and now we've gone to 25 plus. I hope that it fills in some holes for you. If you have any concerns at all, please get a hold of me. Don't be shy. As I've said in other videos, I'm not going to bother you. I know I will have your contacts, but unless you contact me again, you'll never hear from me. One quick request. I am very low on material, and in order to keep making videos, I have to have some input from you and some information as to what you would like me to cover. Maybe I haven't covered it, or maybe it hasn't been made fully clear and you'd like clarification. I don't mind doing short videos, 4, 5, 6 minutes. But if you could help me out, I would really appreciate it. I'm not looking for anything else. I don't need financial help. I don't care if you subscribe or ring the notification bell or whatever else you do, like. I'm not in this for for the monetization, because I'll never get there anyway. It takes too long. So as I've said to many of you, I live very well on my pension, and you can too. This is William Hutchison, Armenia Columbia Realty for Expats. I live in paradise, and you can too.